Hi everyone, and welcome back to STEM Talk. Today we're going to take a quick look at how we use drones in the coal fields to help us do our jobs. I work for a federal government agency called the Office of Surface Mining, and we work with coal and coal mining. If you didn't already know, coal is important because about 30% of the electricity we use comes from burning coal. It's our jobs to keep the environment safe during coal mining as well as after the mining is completed. We also protect people like you and me who might live around coal mines. So let's talk a bit about drones. When we go out to a site, this can be an active mine site or abandoned mine site, we use drones to help us. When we are out in the field, we can't always see everything at once. Sometimes the site is too big, and sometimes part of the site might be too dangerous to walk on, such as places where landslides happen. Drones allow us to easily and quickly take a survey of the site and mine permit. Many times, drones help us to see things we might have missed while just walking around on our own. Now, let's take a quick peek into how we prepare for flight.
Okay, I'm heading out to the field tomorrow. I'm gonna go fly a drone on a old abandoned coal surface mine site that needs mapped. You know, they're doing some regrading and reclamation work out there, and they wanted to have this site flown with the drone to basically, create a survey or map of the site. So I'm going to program a flight here in this tower app, on the Samsung tablet that I can upload to the drone. So when I get out to the site, I can go simply turn the drone on, upload this flight mission to the drone, basically hit go, have the drone turn on, take off, and fly this mission. So first thing I'm going to do in this software is I'm going to add, these waypoints basically to create the flight and the flight path and everything. So the first waypoint I do here is simply a takeoff, and this tells the drone to take off to a certain height. So I'm going to tell it to take off to 200 feet above the ground. So it's going to go straight up in the air as this first command, and then I'm going to add another waypoint and make its command. I'm going to change the speed of the drone to fly at a certain speed. So I'm going to set that at about 15 miles per hour. So when it starts to fly its flight path, it's going to fly at 15 miles per hour. And the area I want to fly is this disturbed area that they're going to be regrading out there. I just want to make sure I cover this area. So what I do here is select this survey option, and all I do is simply draw a polygon over this area that I want the drone to capture images. So it creates the polygon, and the white line is simply the path that the drone is going to fly. So I can click on that and then change some of these parameters. So the angle I can change, of the white line, so I can make it more, 90 degrees to fly straight across, basically east and west. I am flying with the GoPro Hero 4 with the drone itself is a 3DR solo drone, but it carries the GoPro Hero 4 Black camera on it. Now the altitude I can change, 300, 351, whatever height. I'm going to keep it at 350 to stay at a decent height above any obstructions or trees or anything like that, so I don't have to worry about it. Now the overlap and the side lap is the overlap that the images overlap one another. So in terms of creating this image of the entire site, we want to have a bunch of our images overlap one another so we can stitch them together in a computer program to create one single image out of maybe, it's telling me it's going to take 29 pictures on this flight path. So we can take those 29 pictures and stitch them all together to make one single image of the site. So after I do that, I'm going to simply click another waypoint and tell the drone to come back and return to launch. So it's going to go out there, take off up to 250 feet. It's going to fly. It's going to change its speed to 50 miles an hour as it starts to fly this flight path, and it's going to follow the white lines going back and forth, capturing images, and then it's going to return to launch when
Previous video, we did the pre-planning for the flight. We created the area and the grid that we wanted to fly with the drone. So right now I went ahead and took that file from the tablet and uploaded it to the drone, and what we're going to do is going to be able to just simply press a button on here for the drone to take off and go ahead and autonomously go ahead and fly that gridded area, and during that whole flight it's going to be taking pictures maybe every 2 seconds to get coverage in that area that we want to fly for this mine site. So I uploaded the file to the drone, so now I'm going to go ahead and hit a couple buttons here and hopefully take off and go fly that flight for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then it's going to come back and land for us. So we're going to go ahead and give it a try. I'm going to step away from the drone. I'm going to turn it on, arm it by turning on. All right, we armed the drone, turn the camera on, and we're going to go ahead and take off and fly the mission. Camera down. Camera's going down. We want the camera pointed straight down to take these pictures. We want to make sure we're above the trees before we hit auto to go fly that particular grid. Okay, I wanted to try to capture this video. It's hard to see with the reflection, but the drone is moving along that grid and flying the flight path of that loaded survey area or grid that we loaded up to the drone. So showing a video of the tablet that's connected to the controller and the drone. So the orange arrow with the white circle around it is the drone flying along that flight path.
Don't record it, bringing it back in, Joe.
All right, good idea.
Man, we can find that damn thing. Perfect, Joe.
Thank you all for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this session of STEM Talk. See you next time.